Hello and good morning. I just got out of the shower and figured that we would talk about the Crybaby milk perfume and do a little bit of a life update because life kind of just did a whole 360 on me. But we're going to save that for the end because I'm sure y'all want to know more about the perfume rather than my life. Who am I? I know, right? But anyways, so I did make a few videos, like shorts on YouTube talking about the Crybaby milk perfume. And that's basically what this video is going to be, just kind of everything that I've talked about in those shorts. And or it sounds so weird to say in those like the shorts in those videos, the shorter videos or whatever. So we're gonna kind of just put everything into one long form video for anyone who hasn't seen those or anybody who just wants to chill and hang out and just hang out with me. All right, but yeah, let's get into it. Now, unless you live under a rock, then you've probably heard that Melanie Martinez has relaunched her most viral and controversial perfume, the Crybaby Milk perfume. This originally came out in 2016. I think it was 2016. Correct me if I'm wrong. It might have been 2015. Who knows? One of those 2 years. But anyways, so yeah, that's when it came out, and then it kind of got discontinued around 2020. Apparently, she claims the manufacturer like no longer existed. They like stopped doing business or something like that. So she was just unable to make it again. She said it was immortalized as just some great thing to be remembered. Obviously not if it's coming back, but we'll be the judge of that, and we'll get onto that a little bit later. So yeah, kind of got discontinued. The hype around it grew a lot, as well as the controversy, which we're not getting into any of the controversy or anything in this video. I bought it for the perfume. That's all I'm gonna say. I like the perfume. This is one of the most unique scents out there. Okay, but we're not getting into the controversy. That's not for me. That's for the birds. But yeah. So the controversy and the hype around it grew, and this started reselling for $1,000 or more at the time. And now, well, before she relaunched a thing around later recently or whatever, you could probably find it for maybe, I don't know, $500 from some people, up to $700. And so it got a little bit cheaper in price, but it was still very expensive compared to the original $50 that this costed. Now the original bottle was also 75 milliliters and for $50. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. But now when you look at perfumes, you're spending, like for Kayali, for example, this is 100 milliliters. And like I said, Crybaby, the original, was 75 milliliters for $50. You got Kayali, 100 milliliters. This was like 130 bucks, I think. So perfume now is getting very expensive, which is kind of why it's justifiable for the new relaunch to be $175. I think it was, $175. Not only were people reselling this for over $1,000 for one, so she knew what she could get for it. She could have charged y'all way more, and y'all still would have bought it. The people out there buying it for over $1,000, or $500 to $700, whatever. It's still cheaper than buying it from a reseller, and you're getting a non-expired version. So there's just kind of the backstory. It came out in around 2015 to 2016, got discontinued around 2020. The hype around it grew. It started reselling because it was discontinued. Nobody could buy it for the original $50. Started reselling for over $1,000, and now we're here to the day where she has finally relaunched it, and now the new one is supposed to be 100 milliliters. Again, like I said, $175, which I understand for a lot of people is very high in price. It is a very expensive perfume. No, she's not designer. And yes, she does have a lot of controversy around her. Again, we're not getting into that. You guys can do your own research. I bought this for this fragrance. This is one of the most unique fragrances out there that I have ever freaking smelled. The dupes, let's get onto those real quick and just get these out of the way. See that? You see that? Mimic. Mimic. Right? The one that everybody claims is identical to Crybaby's milk perfume. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Not only does this almost not smell like literally anything, it almost just smells like water. But the whole fragrance itself is different. And from what you can smell of it, it's different. It's its own freaking fragrance. It smells nothing like Crybaby. Okay, and that's another thing too. Everybody's like, oh, let's make our dupe strawberry. It's strawberry sweet. And the original Crybaby never even really had a strawberry note in it. It was like a little bit powdery. It was milky. It was sweet. It had a warmth to it. It was woody. It was so nostalgic. It was like childhood in a bottle. Literally, it smelled like childhood and being a kid again. I don't know how to explain it. Yes, it had a little bit of sweetness, but it's not strawberries. It's not cotton candy. It's not like super sugary sweet. It was like milky, like a cereal milk type of milky sweetness, but not again, I don't know, it is so unique, there's nothing out there like it. But the closest, not identical, do not twist my words because I've had y'all twist my words about this perfume. This is not identical, okay? This is just one of the closest fragrances that I've found that smells like Crybaby. It almost smells like when I first got it, like when I first got Crybaby, you know, right? It smells like it almost. It's just a little bit too sweet. The sweetness is just too much. It doesn't really have, like, it has a woodiness to it, but it's not what Crybaby is. I'm telling you, if you don't know until you smelled it, okay? That's what. And so everybody's saying mimic. I'm guessing that you haven't even smelled the original Crybaby because there ain't no way. And then there's a lot of people saying, well, you didn't get the Eau de Parfum. This is the if they're gonna make a mist and a perfume, parfum, whatever you want to call it, they should smell the same, right? Right? Most body mists that I get that also have a perfume version of them smell the same. The only difference is it's not as strong because it's a body mist, obviously. So I don't think the actual perfume is gonna smell much different. Then again, that's like $60 and kind of going through something right now. So if y'all got an extra one and you want to send it to me for me to try and let you know, then yeah, you can. Now, a couple other things that I've been asked that I want to touch base on is, do I think that this is going to be something that stays around, or is it going to be like a one-time restock just so she can get a little bit of money or something like that? And when do I think these are going to restock? Now, I'm not a manufacturer. I don't work with her, for her, or anything. So I honestly have no idea, but I will obviously tell you my thoughts. So do I think this is something that's going to stay around? I could see it going both ways. I could see it staying around as long as the manufacturer is around that she's working with, as long as the new Crybaby that she's coming out with smells like the original, which we won't know until the first ones start to ship out, the pre-orders ship out. We won't know. So as long as it smells like the original and she's working with the same manufacturer, it should be okay. It should stay around as, you know, whatever. But I could also see it like only coming around every 5 to 10 years or something like that, kind of just like doing it for every anniversary of Crybaby or something like that, and just kind of trying to keep the hype surrounding it, you know what I mean? And so she can kind of just still justify that price point, that $175 for it, because as of right now, yeah, that price point is kind of justifiable when you're looking at the resellers selling it for $1,000, like, you know, $500 or more for a bottle. But if it's gonna be something that stays around and you can continue to get it, kind of like, you know, the price kind of needs just to like come on down at that point. You know what I mean? Because you're only getting 20 or 25 more milliliters than what the original is, and you're paying over double the price that the original was too. So I understand where a lot of people come from with them, you know, with you guys being upset about the price point and stuff like that. But again, you're getting a non-expired version. As long as it smells like the original, it should be okay, and you're saving also a lot more money than buying it from a reseller. So that's just how I got to look at it. And as far as the restock goes, obviously, again, I don't know. I don't work with her, for her, or anything like that. But I do feel that they might restock closer to when people start getting their first shipments of the first pre-orders that she did, just so people can start making videos and reviews, and I guess kind of creating more hype for it, so when she does restock it, more people buy it, or, you know, whatever. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but again, I don't know. We'll see how this video ages. Maybe she'll release it tomorrow after I post this video. We have no idea. Also, I do want to touch base on the other perfume dupe for it. What is it? Praise the Perfume. Again, if you've already heard me talk about this, this is the last thing I'm talking about. So goodbye. I love you if you're going to leave the video and just don't want to hear extra stuff. But yeah, so for anybody who hasn't heard this yet, Praise the Perfume is nothing like Crybaby. Thank you very much. This is its own fragrance. You can see Praise the Perfume. That is what this is. Okay. This is its own fragrance. This smells nothing like Crybaby. Okay. It smells like a sweet baby powder. Like you doused yourself with sugar baby powder. Yeah, literally. It smells nothing like Crybaby. There's no woodiness to it. There's no warmth. There's nothing like that. And with Crybaby, again, this was never a really powdery fragrance or a really sweet fragrance anyways. So I don't know. Hopefully these dupe companies can get the new relaunch, again, as long as it smells like the original, and then figure out how to remake these dupes and actually make it smell like Crybaby. But that's all I have to say about that. Now let's go into some life updates. Now, I don't know what's in the air, but my best friend broke up with her boyfriend the other day, and I was on the phone with her until 3 o'clock in the morning, just making sure things didn't get physical, because I will. Hi, yes, this address right now. You know what I mean? And yeah, don't play it because she can't get to the phone to call the po if she over there getting beat up. And he was never physical in the first place. But you just never know. Sometimes people can get a little over the edge and things can get a little too heated too quick. You know what I mean? And she done locked him out the room and started throwing his stuff out the house. So he was a little upset. But yeah, I stayed on the phone till 3 o'clock in the morning, making sure that she was okay. So that was crazy. And then found out that yes, I have to be out of my humble abode, my beautiful, I guess just whatever. I got a roof over my head. That's what it is. I have to be out of here though by February of 2026. That means we have what is August, September, October, November, December, January, February. 6 months. We literally have half a year to get the hell up out of here. So that's really what I've been working on. I've been making umpteen thousand TikTok videos trying to help for my down payment on the house because the average cost of a house around here is around like 400,000 freaking dollars. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's if it's still on the market because you look at the market, there's a house on there. Next week it's gone. Okay. And so I don't know what's going to be on the market by December when I'm hopefully looking for a house. Hopefully I'll have enough money for a down payment. I've created a GoFundMe. You look, you don't have to donate. I'm not even going to post it in this YouTube video or nothing like that. Whatever. It's on my TikTok if you guys want to go check it out. Okay, that's for the rich people that have enough money to spare. Other than that though, yeah, just watching my videos on TikTok, 5 seconds or more, helps out tremendously because I got the GoFundMe and I do have, I'm in the Creator Rewards program. So I think we've so far raised about around $700 to $800, give or take a little bit. It's somewhere around there. I have to also subtract taxes as well because I do pay taxes on everything that I earn from my videos. I put away about 30% into my savings, so I'm really not getting a lot from what I earn, but yeah, I'd rather do that, put my stuff into savings and be smart rather than have like tax issues and go to jail for not paying my taxes. No, no, no. So yeah, that's like a big thing right now. I'm hopefully trying to raise about $20,000 by December. So yeah, that'll be a goal. And I don't know. So if I'm not making a lot of YouTube videos, that'll probably be why, because I am very busy making TikTok videos, because that is where I do get paid. YouTube is just a little hobby. It's fun. I want to get monetized on here, but it takes a long time, So gotta put the effort into where I am getting paid. You know what I mean? But I'm still gonna update you guys over here. Still gonna have videos. If I get that house, it's gonna be amazing because we get to decorate the house and paint the house and do all the fun stuff, and we will have lots of videos and lots of content. But that's a little bit of a life update. Kind of just wanted to update you guys and let you know that it won't be that many videos. Definitely gonna let you guys know when I do get the Crybaby perfume. I know I bought 2 bottles of the brand new relaunch to see if the formula is the same. That's been a big concern about it as well, and that was before I found out that I had to be out of my house, like 2 days before I found out that we have to be out by February. So yeah, kind of spent about $400 when I really shouldn't have. Well, I mean, I had it at the time, but also didn't know that I was gonna have to be saving up for a house. So you kind of ruined my life. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that's a little bit of a life update. I don't know. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully we'll have more positive stuff to talk about.